If you have ever imagined how the most luxurious cars move, then you will know that there are efforts to do these things. We have numerous cars by great manufacturers worldwide, but one major brand remains distinct from all other vehicles, and that is Rolls-Royce. This brand has remained one of the most famous names in engineering throughout the world, and there is more about the history and the milestones that have helped shape the brand. Many thanks to Henry Royce, the poor boy back then, who invented the luxurious vehicle we're talking about. In this video, we will be talking about the poor boy who invented Rolls-Royce, his dream, vision, and how he invented the most luxurious vehicle. So, watch this video to the end because it's going to be very interesting. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification icon so you can stay updated with our videos. So, without wasting any more time, let's get straight to business. Frederick Henry Royce was born on 27 March 1863. He was an English engineer famous for his design of vehicles and airplane engines with a reputation for longevity and reliability. His love for engines and auto design started at a very tender age. When this poor kid began tinkering with engines, nobody would have thought that he would one day manufacture some of the most expensive vehicles in the world. Let's talk about his beginning. Henry was the youngest child of his parents. They had 5 children. His parents, James and Mary, ran a flour mill. James did follow in his father's footsteps, but one thing he didn't have was business skills. His family lived in poverty, and profits were indeed meager for them. When things began to get even worse in 1867, they had to file for bankruptcy with the hope of carving out a better life for themselves. Henry determined that his life would not be the same as his parents. He worked as an apprentice for some years to make ends meet. After quitting, he worked for a while at a tool-making company in Leeds and then for an electric light and power company in London. After a while, he decided to move again to Liverpool, where he worked for an electric light and power company. Indeed, his major aim was to make engineering his full-time job. Ever since then, everything began to move positively for him. He had another friend named Ernest Claremont. When he started a business with his friend, they named it F.H. Royce & Company. When they started, they worked very hard to make electrical components such as doorbells and dynamos. Due to their hard work and consistency, the company began to expand more and more, and by 1894, they were already making electric cranes. They did not stop there. Henry's interest began to move him to another great dimension. While Henry Royce did play a significant role in the Rolls-Royce story, the brand's name does suggest there's also another person that we shouldn't forget. That person is Charles Stuart Rolls. He was born in 1877 in London's affluent Berkeley Square. Charles Rolls happened to be the youngest child of Lord and Lady Langatack. Charles Rolls also had a passion for engineering when he was very young. He did study mechanical engineering at Trinity College in Cambridge. Indeed, if you were looking for someone who knew how to stand out when it comes to technology, he was a name to reckon with. He also gained a reputation for tinkering with engines. This was why people gave him the nickname Dirty Rolls. What's more amazing was that during his school days, he was the first undergraduate to own a motor car. This served very shocking and surprising to people at that time because it was extremely unusual, as most people hadn't even heard of cars yet. Let's move to the invention. Rolls-Royce is a true household name in engineering. Who in this world does not know the brand? It is indeed one of the most successful luxury cars that money can buy. With more than 130 dealerships spread over 40 countries, the brand is known all around the globe. Well, I'm sure you will find it funny, considering that it all started out with the poor kid, Henry, that had a passion for innovation. He had been working passionately, and things got even much better for him when he finally met his daredevil companion. History was truly made. Alright, with a shared ambition to make the future of motoring extraordinary, the Honorable Charles Rolls and Sir Henry Royce joined forces in 1904. Although they came from very different backgrounds, the founders of Rolls-Royce Motor Cars formed an unlikely partnership, one forged from a shared passion for engineering and a desire to create the best car in the world. Now, as things began to get better with Henry Edmunds and Charles Rolls, Rolls was boasting to him about his new 10-horsepower Royce motor car. During that period, Rolls was frustrated at only being able to sell foreign imports, so Henry arranged a meeting with the man behind the 10 HP. Well, Henry never knew that the meeting he organized would change the future of motoring forever. Rolls and Royce first met on 4th May 1904 in Manchester with the thought of combining the names together to serve as a brand. Within minutes of seeing Royce's twin-cylinder 10 HP, Rolls immediately discovered he had found what he had been looking for. After taking the vehicle for a drive, Charles Rolls agreed on the spot to sell as many motor cars as Royce could build. But that was not all. They both agreed that it would be under the name Rolls-Royce. That was where the brand name came from. Of course, creating a brand requires vision and determination. These two great men had nature in them, and everything they executed was a success. While Rolls and Royce were focusing on manufacturing and selling vehicles, Claude Johnson, Rolls' partner, had to step into the role of managing director and expand the fledgling company's reputation. He was a pure genius as well. Claude Johnson performed an integral role in the success of the company that became known as the hyphen in Rolls-Royce. Johnson was also very good at marketing, but that alone probably would not give him the upper hand in their joint business. So, both Henry Royce and Charles Rolls dedicated themselves to delivering the best quality possible. However, it was mostly Henry who always pushed harder to push himself to the limit regarding all their work. In fact, Henry was a major factor, and his hard work paid all in the long run. Indeed, Henry was known to be a hard worker who never ate properly. However, it was quite unfortunate that these habits severely affected his health, but surprisingly, he ended up outliving his business partner Charles for a couple of decades. In October 1928, Henry began the exclusive design of the R engine while walking with some of his leading engineers at West Wittering, sketching ideas in the sand. Just within a year after the R engine was designed in his studio in the village, it did set a new world airspeed record of 357.7 miles per hour. That's not all. It also won the Schneider Trophy of 1929. The result was that Royce found that the R could be made to produce more power. Everything they have achieved was due to hard work and passion. Henry and Charles proved to be essential in the company's success due to their vision that truly made Rolls-Royce what it is today. No matter what happens, their names can never be forgotten because they had done a lot of things that are helping the world now. And that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, do ensure to give this video a thumbs up, tap on that awesome subscribe button, and jingle that notification bell so you'll stay updated with our interesting videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.